One of the most potent tools in a narcissist's arsenal is mirroring, the art of reflecting your emotions, your values, and even your personality back at you to create an illusion of compatibility and connection. When you detach from the narcissist, mirroring becomes even more strategic, almost predatory. Here's how and why they do it. So firstly, narcissists study what you've become when you're without them. So when you detach, you get calmer, you get clearer, you get stronger. You create distance and boundaries. The narcissist notices this shift immediately, and instead of reflecting who you were when they first ensnared you, they begin mirroring the new version of you, the version that finally escaped. They watch and think, "Oh, you're peaceful now. I'll be peaceful too." Or, "Oh, you're confident now. Let me mimic confidence." Or maybe you're detached, so they pretend to be detached too. Effectively, they become whatever they think will slip past your emotional defenses. The second thing they do is they mimic your healing language. So once they sense you've grown or matured emotionally, they try to speak the same emotional vocabulary. If you've learned about things like boundaries, self-worth, accountability, emotional regulation, trauma, attachment styles, they suddenly start saying things like, "I've been working on myself," or "I understand now." Or maybe they'll say, "You deserve better, and I want that for you." Or maybe, "I realize my patterns, I'm changing." But it's all mimicry, not transformation. They're repeating your new language like a script. They're not living it. The third thing is they adapt their emotional tone to match yours. So, for example, if you're calm, they become unusually calm. Or if you're detached, they act very nonchalant. Maybe you're firm, so they pretend to respect your boundaries. Or perhaps you're disinterested, and they suddenly stop crowding you. And if you're emotionally distant, maybe they'll just stop showing any vulnerability. And this is intentional. They're trying to create a false sense of safety, making you think, "Oh, maybe they have changed," or maybe they finally understand me, or maybe this could work now for me. They're not changing, they're rebranding. It's different. The fourth thing is they'll reflect your values back at you. So if you've grown spiritually, all of a sudden they become spiritual. Or maybe you're becoming more career focused, and they pretend to admire your ambition. It's giving you support, praise. Or if you're starting to prioritize your mental health, all of a sudden they might be very supportive of therapy. And if you've become really good at setting boundaries, they'll act like they admire your strength. They're not connecting with your values. What they're doing is they're mirroring your values as bait, hoping that you latch on. The fifth thing is they'll match your emotional tempo. You see, narcissists, they don't have any internal rhythm, so they borrow yours. If you pull away slowly, then they'll mirror patience. And if you pull away very fast, then they'll mirror urgency. But if you become cold, they'll match that coldness until you warm up. And then all of a sudden, if you become warm again, they mirror warmth instantly. You see, everything they do is a response to your emotional climate. They shapeshift to remain relevant. The sixth thing is they'll mirror your independence to make you let your guard down. Because when you detach, you generally become more self-respecting, more independent, more grounded. So they try to act the same way. Suddenly they don't need you anymore. Suddenly they're not jealous. They're supportive of your growth. They're working on themselves. They also just want space, just like you do. And all that's very extremely deeply manipulative because it tricks you into believing, oh, well, maybe they're not trying to control me anymore. But they are. They're just doing it silently. And the seventh thing is they use mirroring to bypass trust, not to build it. Because a healthy person builds trust by being consistent, honoring boundaries, being transparent, taking responsibility. And a narcissist bypasses all of that by looking like you, acting like you, speaking like you, feeling like you, appearing to grow as you do. You know, ultimately what they're doing is they're creating this illusion of compatibility without the actual substance. So it's not real alignment, it's just emotional camouflage. So why does mirroring work on people who are detaching? It's because you're finally becoming the person you were always meant to be. And the narcissist knows if they can mirror that version of you, they can get access to the new, stronger, healthier you. And they can drain the energy you built in your healing. So their goal isn't to join your growth, their goal is to consume it. And the unsettling truth about all this is that narcissists, they don't mirror you to connect. They mirror you to disarm you. They mirror you as a means to re-enter your life through the back door. They mirror you so they can become someone you'll let get close to them again. It's about them reclaiming power over you. And once they're back in, the mask slips, the mirroring stops, and the cycle restarts.